Yo, 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 yo! Just testing this mic chat. Yo, 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 yo! Okay, and I'm currently at my mom's place. And using the mic I'm currently using that I mentioned I was gonna use for my dad's house. But anyway, yo, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back with more of me playing The Walking Dead Season 4, chat. Yeah, I'm currently at my mom's house. Um, I'm gonna possibly play The Walking Dead here, but the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition game possibly at my dad's place, and I'll possibly consider bringing Shadow of the Tomb Raider with me there, because, you know, might as well. But anyway, chat, without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. Now my mic doesn't have to static. I'm not necessarily using my other mic. I'm currently using this mic that I've gotten from my dad's house. It's actually new. I didn't bought it. I actually got this for Christmas a few years ago, or a couple years ago, I would say, or something. But I never used it because my other mic that I was using worked. But now none of you all won't necessarily judge for those who were judging. It's like, oh, you should get a new mic. Like, the fuck? It was simply because of the PS4 controller associated with that other mic. But that mic, that white mic that I was using, or that mic that statics, I would say, so that you could not be confused being like, what white mic, you know? It only statics when I connect it to the PS4, but at my dad's place, it doesn't necessarily static when I connect it to the PS5. So the other mic I'm currently using, chat, the other mic I'm currently using for the PS4 at my mom's place, even though I don't necessarily like the PS4, but I have to use it because, you know, it's at my mom's house, and I'll buy myself the PS5 once I move out to Florida in the future. But anyway, it doesn't static, the other mic I'm using. I'm sure it depends on which type of mic, but overall, my other mic is not necessarily fucked. It just statics when I connect it to the PS4, but to the PS5, it doesn't necessarily. It's just in terms of how long this console's been out in this world for. The PS5's been out for 5 years, PS3 for like 12, not PS3, PS4 for 12 years, chat. So there's an age difference there, you know. But anyway, chat, without further ado, let's get straight to the shit. And I'm currently sick quite a bit, like a little bit sick. I have like the minor sickness still, as I specifically mentioned last night on my Tomb Raider live stream. Damn, now we have to deal with James. Well, we won't deal with him much because I am gonna spare Lily, and I already mentioned why, chat. So for those who are new here, it's best to just forgive people regardless and despite what they've done, you know. Plus, what if The Walking Dead Season 5 release, which it will be created and will potentially release. Hopefully, I could be the one creating it, or the current CEO of Telltale could possibly consider creating it. Because there is rumors or teasers, I would say rumors about it. Hopefully they're true, though. Obviously, they wouldn't necessarily be fake, you know. The comic series, though, that's fucked and bullshit. That's just a story they made up. Oh, we're in this part. We're in this part specifically, so it seems like we have to deal with James from the get-go, you know. Well, fuck James. And I already mentioned why. I don't necessarily like his false behaviors, false religion, and false belief, you know. And I already mentioned why, you know. Anyway.
I guess we're really doing this.
Hell yeah.
Only the team blending in with the walkers need to cover themselves. Now we just need your walker friend. He's here.
And I figured out how to connect
Lord.
my mic, chat. This took me quite a while, you know.
Hello.
What's good? Even though I don't necessarily like you.
Guys, this is James.
In terms of what you did,
He's
James,
my friend.
I would love you for the person you are meant to be. I would like forgive you for anything regardless, but I'm against your behaviors and all that shit, so, you know. Excuse me. Excuse me, Chad.
Right. He's,
Excuse me.
so cool. How do you get the skin like that?
Oh.
I can't say much, Chad. Whenever I have the minor sickness, it makes it seem like my brain is fucked. Well, obviously it is overall simply because of my rare specific type of mental trauma, you know, which is very rare, very temporary, you know.
Clementine?
Not the time for
Try
this.
on.
Willy
That's
Volley.
not a good idea.
Come on, please. Willie, too loud.
Yo, AJ, chill, buddy. Yo, what's good, Giga Gamer? How you feeling, brother? Are you, one of my new viewers or something, or have you been my sub before? And yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, and sorry I tried to shoot you that one time. Your mask looks so real.
You don't necessarily have to apologize,
Hey.
Willie.
Hey
My
there,
boy James is fucked.
Sorry about Willie.
Overall.
Clementine.
You don't have to apologize,
Can I speak to you alone for a moment?
Good idea. Hold tight.
Hold up. I'm new here. I liked, but won't sub unless you survive. Ooh, that is definitely a challenge. Are you saying, like, I can't necessarily die at all? Or if I beat the whole game without, like, ending the stream, like, I have to actually continue playing and beat this game in just one live stream? And this is actually a promise. I'm actually going to beat this. I'm going to play both episodes in this live stream. Shit, though. I definitely need the subs, though, because I had a couple of haters who unsub for no reason. I'm sure it's simply because I haven't been live, like, every day. But I'm gonna most likely be live every day. Shit, though. I definitely need the subs, though, because I had a couple of haters because I haven't been live, like, every day. But I'm gonna most likely be live every day. Is my mic staticking, chat, or is it like chill, like not like fucked? Obviously, my other mic is not fucked, the one that does static, but the PS4 overall is fucked. That's what statics the mic, the other mic. But the other mic I'm currently using, it doesn't necessarily static for the PS4. For the PS5, I'm just gonna use my other mic that does static for the PS4, you know. Oops, hold up. Alright, bro, because yeah, I got you, bro. I'll definitely consider making to the end. Well, I appreciate it, Giga Gamer, because I real shit had some people judging me, mentioning that I should get a new mic. Like, the fuck? If you watch my recent streams, when I was playing The Walking Dead or whatever, you would be like, damn, seems like the PS4 is fucked overall, and not the mic, and people shouldn't necessarily judge regardless. Because they were mentioning I should get a new mic. Like, the fuck? No, hell no. I don't need a new mic. I mean, I am using a new mic, but I didn't buy it. I had it for free. Well, I wasn't the one buying it. That was my Christmas gift, and I never used it since until like today.
Hi. Hey, Tank, can you come talk for a sec? There's something I have to tell you.
I'm not gonna mention much to what I mentioned to James on my recent
They'll
stream
be here
chat.
in a little while.
So
You
y'all
join them
know
as they
what the
pass
choices
through the
will
trees.
most likely be. Hold on, can y'all hear me while I'm talking over the characters? Okay, y'all can hear me while they're talking. I was just wanting to ensure, you know. Plus, I have subtitles on, so it wouldn't necessarily be a big deal.
From the
Anyway, back to the game. I don't want to constantly pause, even though it wouldn't necessarily matter.
Get on board and save our friends.
Yeah, hell yeah, Clem.
Your friends are different. Open-minded. Accepting. Maybe one day you'll be the same.
Fuck that. That's all I gotta mention. I added more on my recent part of this episode of my recent live stream.
Listen, Clementine.
You know?
I need to talk to you about AJ.
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean?
The Whisperers were my family. From a young age. In that time, I
Damn, when you were
witnessed
a
a lot
kid?
of death.
Or like
suffering.
a teenager.
Eventually, I became the cause of it.
Well, he's an adult, so I would say like a
Weakness
teenager.
was considered a poison. And I believed in that.
Excuse me.
Fiercely. So much so that when another boy expressed sympathy for our enemy before an attack, I slit his throat.
Yeah, fuck that, James.
I didn't talk to him.
Fuck your false
Didn't
beliefs,
consider who he was,
your false
what he
religion,
felt.
and your false behaviors towards all that shit.
Honestly, I don't even remember his name. All I knew was someone like him would only slow us down.
What's your point, James?
After he died, I kept hearing his words in my head.
Oh, I could have
Those
chosen the other
people are
choice, my
like
bad.
us, just on a different path.
It's all good.
I stopped killing after that. I changed. No one else did. When AJ told me he killed someone, it reminded me of them. Of myself. When he said it was the right thing to do. Taking life like that, from a young age, it breaks something inside you.
Obviously, AJ wouldn't necessarily be a murderer.
I'm afraid if AJ kills again, he won't be able to go back.
Bro, it's self-defense.
He won't be the same boy he was. I've seen it happen too many times.
Hey, I'm gonna choose a different choice.
Being ruthless is what's kept him alive. That's
all that matters.
And if history remains true, it'll be what gets him killed.
No, that's bullshit, buddy. I can't mention much because I have already mentioned
They're
plenty
close.
about him in my
Soon there
recent
will be
stream
enough of them to provide us cover.
of the Walking Dead Season 4 chat.
I'll lead you through the herd until you reach the boat. That's as far as I go. After that,
Okay, just wanting to ensure that if it's just me watching my own stream to see if anybody chat or well, I can't actually see who chats. I just check my chat on the PS4. If it's on the PS5, then I gotta make that person repeat the chat if they mention something before, you know. Which I wish the PS5 is like that as well, where you can check your chats. Shit, hopefully the PS6 is actually like that, you know. Anyway,
it's up to you.
Thank you.
Take care of AJ.
I've taken care of him since day 1 of Season 2, brother.
Okay, he's ready to go. The walkers are getting close. Ruby, you're in charge of the horses. Willie, 10, take care of the supplies.
I've got the bomb.
Find the boiler. There'll be a door on the bottom with ash and stuff. Put it in there.
Yeah, I got you, Willie.
See you all on the other side.
I'll cut it open.
Hell yeah.
Violet told me about Minnie.
Uh-huh.
That Sophie died,
Yeah.
and Minnie is one of them now.
Well, she's fucked.
Just,
Minnie is who I'm referring
if
to.
you see her out there, tell her.
Hold on, let me see if y'all can hear what I mentioned, Chad. Hold up. Yeah, for real. The PS5 is not just okay. It's like how do I put this in perspective specifically? The PS5 is great, but the Nintendo Switch 2 is just a gamepad. It's like your side gaming console or just gaming system, you know. But shit, PS5 is my shit, you know. I'll possibly consider playing 12 minutes after this, or I'll have to see because I'm gonna consider playing The Walking Dead 400 Days, but I'll see, you know.
Tell her I forgive her.
She's a bitch. She won't listen
Please.
necessarily.
I tell her myself, but I just want her to be okay.
She won't listen to me, 10. There's no way.
So you won't even try? I would have done it for you.
10.
It's not about trying or wanting to ask her. She's just gonna be a bitch and be manipulated, saying, "Ah, thank you, Clem. That makes my that makes my day better." No, she's gonna be a bitch about it and be a traitor. 10. So regardless, fuck her. She could burn in hell
Hey,
for
it's time.
a
We gotta
long
move.
period of time.
Clem, what happens if someone
Excuse me.
else gets caught while we're in there?
Nah, that's bullshit, Violet. It won't necessarily happen. Well, we will get caught by Minnie, that's
What
for
if it's
sure.
you?
But she's a bitch, and we're stronger than her, both mentally
I
and
couldn't
physically.
save Minnie or Lou or Sim, Omar.
You can save these guys, like get them back, but Minnie is
I-
gonna be a bitch forever.
I really care about you, Clem. If something happened to you because
Like
of me,
a backstabber.
I can't lose you too. I won't.
Nah, we won't necessarily lose each other, baby girl. Hell yeah! Let me see if y'all can hear what I mentioned. We won't necessarily lose each other, baby girl. Alright, okay, the audio's clear. I just want to ensure because my other mic, sometimes you hear me mumbling, but for the PS4 it's static when I talk more louder. But for the PS5 it doesn't necessarily. But I'm using my other mic, so it won't necessarily static like I specifically mentioned. And obviously it's more clear than my other mic. Or It just depends most likely, you know. Hell yeah, bro! I don't give a shit if AJ watches. Like, he's gonna potentially learn and wonder what's the point of having a relationship. Which, I'm a religious man myself, and overall, according to certain biblical theories, marriage is not necessarily about having a wedding, but it's about having God permission. Clem had God's permission, and she is with a girl. Homosexuality is actually not a sin, because the Bible actually has been rewritten by certain cultural people from different, like, regions of Earth. And I'm sure the OG Bible mentions that it's all about love, and it has nothing to do with the gender. Transgender, that's a topic of, for some certain people who are emotional and thinking that their gender is not enough. But that's emotions, Satan manipulation. But it's not their fault, it's Satan's fault. So be aware, there's different interpretation or opinions about it, which opinions are judgment thoughts, but some opinions can be factual opinions in terms of it turning into a fact than just a judgment. Like, it's your judgment, but you can prove it as a fact for sure, you know. Anyway, back to the game.
You better not disappear on me.
I'm curious to see where the new pope stands. It's too early to tell. Wow, my brother, I'm sure he would be a great pope. I mean, Pope Francis was great. I can't lie about that. He was great. So, if considering the fact God chose Pope Leo, which he seems Italian, he was born in the U.S., but I'm sure his ancestors, or his parents, I would say, or his grandparents or whatever, could have possibly been like Italian or something. Which, why would he be in Vatican City? Actually, anybody can be there as a pope if they become a pope. And to become a pope, I'm sure it's in terms of election or if the person dies. I mean, I'm sure there could be more than one pope. There's no such thing of a singular or solo pope. There could possibly be like two popes, you know? Like real shit.
I promise.
You better not break that, Clem.
What are you doing?
Oh, hell yeah, AJ?
Go look in another direction.
Nah, Clem. He's gonna be a man someday. Well, he is a man. A young man. He's gonna realize what all this shit is about.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's bring our friends back home.
All of them.
Shit, Clem doesn't have to have a wedding. Because weddings are dead. All you can do is have God permission to be married. Because a ceremony, real shit, you could just have a small community. Like a small party, just celebrating it. But real shit, you're celebrating it with God. You don't have to necessarily celebrate if you want to. People are gonna, like, be proud of you saying, I am proud of you for being married to the person you want to be with. Because real shit, a wedding isn't really my thing much unless I want to celebrate. And you can choose when to have a wedding. It doesn't have to be before you want a kid or right when you have a kid. Because some people get offended when you have a kid when you don't have your wedding. A marriage is from God, chat, real shit. Haha. I like the game's story and story mode. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. It has a bit of a religious story to it, like how they believe that there's hope. They don't mention about God, because some people get offended when they put religious aspects into the game, but they mention a bit of it. Like how Clem mentioned that, you know how 10 is like, I like to picture how someday everybody will be in heaven. Well, actually majority, because not everybody. Everybody will be on the new earth, but majority will be in heaven. Heaven is like gonna be on earth during the rapture, and people will reign with God, Almighty Jesus Christ, for thousands of years until the final judgment occurs after the Armageddon, and then everybody's on the new earth. Well, majority, but then after people time in hell, because it never mentions indefinitely in hell. It mentions eternal, meaning it's a long-lasting period. Not everlasting. Everybody's got their own theories onto it. Excuse me. But it mentions how you know how Clement mentions how not the bad people, meaning not the sinners, will be in heaven. And 10 thinks otherwise. He thinks that everybody will be there. But that's just a game, chat. But in reality, Clement has a point. Well, in the game. Obviously, the voice actor is Melissa Hutchison, chat. Although I've never played it myself. It's all good, bro. people get offended if I spoil the game, but shit, you're gonna enjoy the game. I'm not gonna mention much though. You're gonna enjoy it because there is a sad ending. That's the hint I'm gonna give. If you don't know the sad ending, you'll find out at the end.
So, I know this is gonna sound gross, but...
Covering your smell. Smart.
Real shit, it's not gross. We have blood in our bodies. So why the fuck would it be gross if you have blood coming out of your body? It's like that, you know? But we don't want that to happen in real life, because then we would then rest in peace and just die. So it's best to cover ourselves with it. So they think it's gross because of trauma. They're like, ugh, what is that? What's that shit I put on myself? Because some people think it's shit. Which, real shit, it is. Obviously, like, look at this shit. This is the intestines. Get it when I say real shit? You know what I mean. Hard to say. Minute is very evil or very brainwashed. Oh, Minnie, my bad. Hard to say. Minnie is very evil or very brainwashed. I would say brainwash. Everybody or majority of people sin. Obviously, she's manipulated is what you mean by brainwash. I would say both though. Like she wants to sin. Like she wants to commit it, so she's like a sinner, which she's gonna be in hell. She thinks she'll be in heaven, but she's gonna be in hell. Which in the Walking Dead universe, I consider as your soul leaves the body and nobody can see it but God. Some people interpret that in real life, but in reality, you gotta wait until God, a.k.a. Jesus Christ, returns. Because Jesus Christ is God. And here, I'm gonna explain it. Because the Father in Trinity means creator, so God, a.k.a. Jesus Christ, is the creator. Son means savior, so Jesus is the savior, a.k.a. God Almighty Jesus Christ. And the Holy Spirit is his power, Chad. So people get confused by the Trinity and who the actual God is. He doesn't have a father, Chad. I mean, a temporary father to go with the flow as if he's one of the people on earth, and that God is like the father with white hair. And so yeah, Jesus Christ is the Father. He's the creator. He's the Son, the Savior. He's the Holy Spirit, his power. Which the dove is a symbol of power and the spiritual power. But people are arguing about it still. They're saying, no, 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 no. Jesus is the Son of God. You just don't get it. You want to act like that he's God, to act like he's powerful and more perfect. He is perfect because he is he. He is God and Jesus is God. Either way, when I mention it, he is God. Obviously, you wouldn't disagree. You would be like, you're right. Everybody's got their own opinion or something. Their own judgment call, which is not a fact. But for me, I can prove it as a fact. As according to God's will, a.k.a. Jesus Christ, which is his word, you know? Just wanting to see if you chat or not. Anyway, as I was specifically mentioned in chat, Minnie is gonna be in hell, chat. Was there anything else I specifically mentioned before? Hold on, let me check. It's the trauma I was referring to. Like, their trauma traumatizes them when they witness something like that. Like, when you put blood on yourself, like a dead human blood. Real shit. It is. Obviously, like, look at this shit. That's the intestines. Get it when I say real shit? You know what I mean. Hard to say. It is very evil. Anyway, chat, I was just ensuring that I was just checking like where I left off. That's what I was talking about. Anyway, back to the game. But yeah, anyway, Minnie will be in hell, chat. She is a sinner and she's manipulative by Satan and Satan. So yeah, Satan tempted Lily to tempt Minnie. No. Yeah, to tempt Lily to be a sinner and constantly be a sinner, knowing that she is a sinner, and be manipulative by Satan, obviously, and then tempt Lily, or not Lily, tempt Minnie through Satan to constantly realize that you're a sinner and that she'll get manipulated by it and believing all that shit. Like, she's falling for it. She's manipulative, or manipulated by Lily through Satan, obviously, you know, and God doesn't approve that, you know. Anyway, back to the game. Excuse me.
Get my back?
But yo, shit, that's blood though. So I wonder why Sarah didn't necessarily like that shit. AJ doesn't mind it though, and he is younger than Sarah because Sarah was older, and AJ obviously came after. Well, obviously because he was in Rebecca's womb, or you know the other word. Her womb is what I'm referring to. You know.
Thanks.
Yeah, she loved that.
We gonna do it?
But Sarah is more traumatized than AJ, that's for sure. AJ is more of a badass type despite his mental trauma, you know. And my mental trauma is rare. Obviously, as I specifically mentioned, like it's a rare specific type of mental trauma. Which obviously it's very rare and very temporarily.
Okay,
you know?
follow my lead.
I'm repeating this for those who are new here, Ken. Just so you all are aware of why I'm repeating, you know.
Here we go.
I cannot necessarily die. That is my goal and challenge, because that's what Jigga mentioned.
Stay behind the walkers. Use them as shields.
And beat the game, obviously, which obviously I would might as well, you know. But that zombie doesn't like go that far, you know. Or has that far, you know. That was close, Chad.
Hey, get their fire under control.
Very close, apparently.
Get rid of these fucking walkers!
Shut the fuck up, Lily.
Come on, Willie.
No offense, but real shit.
Supplies going overboard.
Shit, Willie, like,
Damn it.
don't kill yourself, man. You're gonna get shot.
Stay sharp!
You know they saw him, Chad.
Okay,
But
now's
he's
our
not gonna
chance.
necessarily get captured. That's for sure.
We can't risk leaving cover. We'll have to crawl along the side of the dock.
Yeah, for sure. I don't give a shit if the blood fades away. Cause real shit, we are gonna reveal ourselves to God's and like kill them, you know. You need chat?
The guts are washing off.
Whoa!
Follow me. This way.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Fuck, are you okay? I'm fine.
I definitely am, baby girl. Whoa. Oh, I gotta, you know, get away from the light most likely, you know?
Stay close. Stay hidden.
Seems like Lily's the one using the spotlight, you know?
Come on, let's hurry. Ready, AJ? Walkers!
What the fuck? Bitch! Fuck you! My Oh my gosh. Man, I'm telling you, chat. Oh my gosh. Like, this game is gonna be very intense, most likely. Sure, we gotta head to the end, you know? Like, you know, consider it. Have I gotten to this area, or... Oh yeah, I have, but...
We're getting close.
Seems like it took me
After
to
we
the
find
part
the
where...
boiler and place the bomb, we'll get our friends out. Ninny said there were 8 raiders, but we didn't see that many outside. Look out for guards and stay quiet, okay? Right behind you. Good. I'll scout ahead and signal when it's clear. Got it?
Yeah, you got it, baby girl. Whoa. Oh, it's that fuckboy. Damn, imagine that's Badger brother. I would fucking beat his ass. Real shit. Doesn't seem like we can necessarily open that door. Hold on, let me text my girl real quick, chat. We made it. Not able to text my girl. She's currently busy at the moment, which I don't mind. Let me text my homie real quick. Excuse me. Tinder? Nah, bro, just YouTube. Yo. You said Tinder, bro. Did you mean YouTube? Because I'm streaming on YouTube, obviously. Only YouTube, bro. Not necessarily streaming on Twitch and... Yeah, I'm not necessarily streaming on Twitch, brother. I would possibly use Twitch, like, once I have my own PC. And I'm a bit sick, so if it seems like that I'm mentioning shit or whatever, then obviously it's simply because of that. Some minor sickness associated with my rare specific type of mental trauma or whatever. That's why I would mention, obviously, because I have like a rare type of sickness where only my nose and typically my nose would get clogged, but sometimes my throat would be like messed up or whatever, which is definitely not a strep throat. Definitely not that. Ah, I see. Nah, I don't necessarily do that shit, bro. Cause obviously I got my own wifey, bro. Obviously I'm saying wife. I'm mentioning wifey is considering the fact that you have to have God permission. You don't necessarily need a wedding. I don't necessarily want a wedding, but I definitely want to celebrate. If my parents are pissed, I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, I didn't invite you to a wedding because I'm having certain people. Cause real shit, I would be anxious if there's plenty of people at my wedding just for the ceremony overall, you know. But I'm gonna might as well figure out like when I'm gonna have a kid, you know. Yeah. I don't stream on Tinder, bro. I only stream on YouTube, and I used to stream on Twitch, but I would need a PC to go into settings where I'm able to upload it onto Twitch, you know. Real shit, I typically use YouTube, so. Which is what most people use. Majority of people.
Hey, who's there?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Give me a damn city name. Step out here slowly.
Hold on.
Augusta.
Right.
Watch this. Beat this motherfucker! Send him to hell! Fuck you, boy! You could have just killed him right off the bat, man. Real shit. Excuse me. That's what I'm referring to when I mention how my throat is fucked.
Glenn, this has got to be the boiler room.
And my nose is fucked quite a bit,
Yeah,
simply because
it
of
looks
how
like
clogged it is. Well, it's a bit clogged,
That's
you know?
where we need to plant the bomb. There's too much stuff in the way.
Not really,
Maybe
AJ.
there's another way in.
Well, yeah, there's boxes, so I will give you that. I mean, you're right about that, is what I'm referring to, AJ. Oh, that bitch. Shoot. Could have fucking killed that bitch back at the school, you know? Like, fuck that bitch.
Wait here.
Yeah, go to hell, bitch! But they're killing zombie, but this is fucked. Fucking army. Or whatever the army is, most likely, you know. I mean, it ain't that bad. And I'm gonna be the first one to mention this because real shit, they're against, what's that city? Hey Siri, which city is in West Virginia? Hey Siri, which state is Richmond in? Oh, it's in Virginia. Oh yeah, Richmond. Obviously, I just mentioned myself to Siri. But, yeah, I'm sure they're against Richmond. So we're in Virginia, so obviously it's a civil war. Shit, I don't mind it. But they become sinners, the people, and not necessarily doing exactly what they're meant to do, you know? Like, they're very, like, manipulative, you know? Yo! Oh, yeah. Obviously it's the capital city. Why do you think they use the capital? And why do you think they have a selfish government in that city in The Walking Dead? Yo, what's good, AZ? How you feeling, brother? Oh, damn! You live in Virginia or the capital city? Obviously, I wouldn't use that because it's the largest city. Took quite a while for me to process it, though. Yeah, we'll possibly do the motion capture when I get a chance because I'm gonna possibly play The Walking Dead 400 Days or 12 minutes afterwards. AZ. That's cool, bro. What was the session about, or the sermon, not the session? This is that is actually how Richmond is in a real life. Very rude and snobbish. No, yeah, no, I'm not saying that it's fucked in real life. I'm referring to how, like, they had a, like, type of government. You know how Jones had a government or whatever in Richmond, and they took it. You know how the New Frontier, they took over it. A gang member or whatever took over it. That's what I'm referring to. Ah, I see, I see. I refer to Giga. I'm sure he doesn't know about it. It's about the kingdom of King's Jesus. King Jesus, you mean? Absolutely, man. We gotta know about the eternal kingdom, most likely. Anyway, back to the game.
Mitch's masterpiece. Bury this thing in the bottom of the river. Once they start up this boat, we won't have much time before it explodes.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, by
How long?
Hold on, let me check the Bay Area. Don't know about it. It's city government. No, I'm not saying in real life. I'm not referring to real life Giga. I'm referring to how the New Frontier, whoever they are, because It's gonna take quite a while for me to process about them, but they like found the Richmond and took over it. So I'm sure that's who Lily is against, you know? And people hate her simply because of because they thought that she was gonna do something. But if you spare her, she would kill James because she doesn't like him actually, because he's the reason why the zombies. She's actually against both the zombies and Richmond, but everybody's got their own thoughts. It's just a game overall and their choice. But I'm based on reality and how, you know, what God would choose. You know, the new Eternal Gold Rush. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Yo, AZ, I'm not able to answer calls, brother. So whenever I'm streaming, don't necessarily call, Anyway, back to the game. Excuse me. Joan had to go, I would have done the same thing. Absolutely. Some people just spare her, like, that's fucked. For certain streamers I watch, or people who play the game. Which I wonder why they spared her, you know?
Sure, an hour, 30 minutes.
Let's hurry up then.
Clem, you gotta be sure. But you had a point. She actually made a perfect prediction. Alright, we gotta possibly deal with Minnie. That bitch. That snake. That serpent.
Minerva, focus.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she is manipulative.
I have a little brother, short, scarred face.
Hold up.
See? He's not out there, is he?
Look, we've discussed this. Your family is Delta now. There ain't no room for anyone
Well,
else.
fuck you, bitch!
Yes, ma'am.
I would have said the word, but obviously I wouldn't want to be offensive towards certain people. Even if you have the N-word past chat, you have to be aware that you're not offending them. But anyway, I wouldn't say on my stream overall. So obviously I have to show respect towards them. But I do mention to my homies that are black or whatsoever specifically, but I wouldn't like necessarily mention it on stream because some people get offended by it if they're black. But obviously I show respect towards them. I'm not necessarily racist like that, meaning like you're judging someone who is black, you know?
Get
Fuck you, Minnie.
out. Not without our people. I swear to God, if you got 10 caught up in this, just tell me that he's safe.
He's definitely safe.
Give me that. Go see for yourself. He's outside. You brought him here? We kept him away from the fighting. He's safe.
Yeah, bitch. Stop being a pussy.
Shit.
Did I make the right choice, or do you
I'll
think
help
it
you
doesn't
get
necessarily
everyone
matter?
Then you take my brother and run.
Watch this. She's very
I never want to
manipulative.
see you again.
Well, fuck you. Go to hell,
Come on,
motherfucker.
we have to hurry.
Your sister deserves to be in heaven, bitch. I know what you did to her. I ain't gonna say it yet until you find out, Chad. Well, yeah, true, obviously. But my question is, it doesn't really necessarily matter what choice I choose. Like, whether, regardless of the choices I choose, she's gonna be a backstabbing bitch, right?
Fuck!
Oh my God. Are you okay?
He doesn't look hurt.
They don't necessarily look hurt.
Yeah, I'm alright. We're alright. Take care of Lewis first. He's in rough shape.
God damn!
I'll unlock the other cell.
What y'all did to my boy Lewis? Holy shit, he was gonna be my
We
husband
don't
too.
have a lot of time
Clem's
before
husband,
Dorian comes
obviously.
back.
Well, Dorian is going to hell as well, bitch. Watch his chat.
Violet, help.
Watch what she's gonna do. Hold up. It should have made her go look outside for 10. Well, shit, she ain't gonna listen. She's a pussy. Because of how manipulative she is.
Got it.
Yo, Lewis! Big Lou! You represent St. Louis, brother. You're gonna be a saint, my boy.
Lewis.
Whoa!
What the fuck are you
Excuse me.
Now.
I fucking knew it!
Don't test me. Minnie, let us go. No.
Yeah, fuck her, she can burn to hell. You're gonna know what it feels like. You're gonna cry down there for how much pain you're gonna deal with down there. It ain't my problem. God made the choice for you for how sinful you are. You're a sinner. You are a witch. You sinful Manipulative bitch. Bastard.
Oh.
Whoa! God damn.
Lewis.
Yeah, that's fucked, chat. That is so fucked. Very fucked. I know exactly what they fucking did to him. So hold on, I'm gonna pause this right here. Let me put this thing down because I'm gonna have anxiety with, you know, I mentioned like how sounds like this or whatever, depending on the sound, give me anxiety whenever I'm talking, you know. But what's it called? um, it's the way they run things. But I don't mind the Civil War against Richmond. It's like in the game, obviously, but it's more of how they run things, and you'll know what I'm specifically referring to. But when I spare Lily, it's not simply because I want to be part of running things like how they run things in a sinful way. I want to make things right and be part of this war, but make things right with Lily, because Clem knew Lily when she was a little kid, you know? Exactly, bro. I know what you're referring to, brother. That ain't right for what she did, Lily, because I know that was Lily who did that shit. God damn.
What did they do?
Hold up. Music, music! Gotta put the music on.
Do to you?
No, 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 don't. They cut out his tongue.
That is fucked.
He kept fucking talking.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
Lily, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, Lewis.
Well, he said they, so I'm sure someone made the decision for that shit, you know? They'll pay for this. I'm taking you home. Oh, fuck. I was gonna click on circle, trust me. But it's all good. It goes very fast, and it takes quite a while for me to process on what the perfect choice to choose, you know? I was gonna mention I'm taking him home. Like, he deserves to be at home, you know?
Shh. It's okay. It's okay.
Damn, he's very traumatized.
It's okay.
Damn, I feel bad for him. Obviously, I chose Violet for a different reason. Not simply because I want to ditch him in the road. Or ditch him off the street or
We'll be
whatever.
home soon.
Which is a thing of betraying. Which I would never betray him. He's my boy. He's my homeboy. He's gonna be Clem's husband. She's gonna have a polygamous relationship. Regardless, because God allows that. If you show love and you don't necessarily have envy, then that's all that matters, you know? It's all good. I'm sure Violet wouldn't mind. Shit, she doesn't necessarily get envious much. Have y'all noticed that she gets envious or just jealous without showing any terms of being envy? Like, what do y'all think, chat? Do you think she does, or y'all think that she's just chill and you think that she wants to have a relationship with Lewis while Clem has it with him as well, simultaneously? Like, what do y'all think? Just wanted to ensure my audio is clear, you know? If they get caught, what are you referring to, brother? There is no good choice. Either one will get damaged and married. Maimed, my bad. There's no good choice. Either one will get damaged and maimed. Well, yeah, Violet would be more manipulative, like Minnie, and Lewis would just be getting punished by Lily, which is fucked. Well, yeah, if they get caught. I know what you mean. I know what you mean by when they get caught, because you're referring to that. My bad. But what do you think of what I mentioned about Violet?
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Where's AJ? Over here.
Excuse me. Shit, that's fucked. No, I'm saying, like, if they create The Walking Dead Season 5, and they gave you the feature to choose Lewis, if it was Violet, and Violet is with Lewis, like, they're all together, and Violet is, like, changing her mind about Lewis, and that she wants sexual relationship with him while with Clementine, what do you think? Because we're in the zombie apocalypse. Obviously, it wouldn't matter. In reality, majority gets envious. I mean, I mentioned before Zam was 2 girls, and obviously it wouldn't matter. Shit. I do it secretly. Obviously, YouTube is going to keep it private so that the US government won't necessarily know of what I'm referring to, you know? Obviously, YouTube, whenever I mention something about someone, like, not my subs, but who I mentioned about, obviously they'll make it private, meaning that the US can't necessarily get They can't necessarily have access. Obviously, the FBI and the CIA can because they have the rights, and obviously they'll keep all that shit private and not necessarily mention to whoever I mentioned about on my live stream, you know. But obviously, overall, polygamous is not a sin. Polygamy relationship. People have their views. Some people think it's wrong because people get envious. Some people think you have to make it right and have consent to ensure you're not cheating, aka committing adultery, or just, or like getting envious about it, even though you're in a polygamous relationship. Like who they choose over who, you know. It's more of how you get it situated, and not necessarily sin, you know, towards it. But I typically talk to my first wifey, Amber, more, but obviously I treat both of them right, you know, overall. Hold up, chat, give me a minute, my bad. Shit, I gotta charge my phone, hold up. Might as well. Shit, I fucking hate charging my phone. Like, in terms of using a phone charger, I prefer using those magnet types. Okay, my bad, chat.
Thank God.
Yeah, you better thank the Lord Jesus Christ.
Shit. At least we're not moving yet.
Shit, we ain't.
We've still got time to figure this out.
Love the voice actor of Violet. Love the voicing of Violet, like real shit. Gideon Adeline? Is that what the name is? I would say so. Yo, what's good, my boy? Sid?
How you holding up?
I can't talk. If Lily... She told us not to talk.
We'll
Well,
be
fuck
home
her.
soon. Just hang in there.
Well, in terms of her sinful moral behaviors, that's what I don't like about James. Obviously, his sinful moral behaviors. Thinking that zombies are willing to survive and not necessarily get killed. I mean, we gotta defend ourselves. James is just manipulative by Satan, and he wants to tempt Clem to be like him. Like, fuck no. But if he does get killed, obviously I would feel bad. Which, real shit, you're gonna find out at that part. Which I'm not gonna mention much about it, but you'll find out.
Omar, are you hurt?
Fuck. I just want to go home.
Shit, I feel you, brother.
We will.
Okay.
I found your rabbit's foot back on the beach.
Clearly it doesn't work.
Doesn't seem like it. Let's talk to my boy AJ.
You doing okay in there, AJ?
You doing great?
I'm alright.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking for a way out.
Hell yeah, AJ.
Yeah, me too. The
Excuse me.
doors don't look very well
When I
made.
talk loud,
Maybe that's something we can work with.
when I raise my voice chat, it like itches my throat, and then I have to cough, you know. But yeah, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's talk to Violet.
Vi, are you alright?
I'm fine. Looking for a way out. If this thing explodes...
Nah, don't worry about it. Shit, I want to most likely get out of here. Shit, what do you mention, bro? Violet sided with Clem more through season 4, but if you let her get caught, that will all change. What are you referring to about that, though? While Lewis mostly only sides with you if you side with him, because he was good friends with Marlon. Fuck Marlon. Are you referring to if they're all in a relationship simultaneously, like a polygamous relationship, or... I need a bit of a elaboration, brother. It's not confusing. I never get confused. It just takes quite a while for me to process. Because you mentioned how Violet sided with Clem more through season 4, but if you let her get caught, that will all change. While Lewis mostly only sides with you if you side with him. Are you referring to relationship-wise, or what are you referring to, brother? Quite curious. If you could possibly elaborate that shit.
I might be able to chip away at this if I had a tool or... Damn it. They must have taken away my knife.
Fuck them. Hold on, give me a minute. My girl just texted me. And I'm not gonna necessarily, like, be in a call while streaming, because real shit, I don't necessarily need to. me. Anyway, my bad, chat. Yo, why is my stream loading? What the fuck? But is my stream like going? Like it hasn't been pausing or anything, chat? Just wondering. Alright, anyway. I meant that is why I would possibly say Violet over Lewis in the attack. Although I don't like them both. Damn. You don't necessarily like them both? God damn. Come on, man. At least like Violet in terms of relationship. Cause shit, Clement's gonna be with baby daddy Lewis and be with baby mama Violet, like both. But she's with Violet, so hopefully season 5 she could be like, hey Lewis, I would need you to have some kids with you, bro. And you can make Violet pregnant, and we can all have kids. You can get us both pregnant, like Clem and Violet, aka yeah, both of them. And then Lewis be like, I got you. That's the whole point why I want to be with you both. But he has liked Clem more. But in the season 5, we're gonna see a polygamous relationship. Real shit. Like I want. Excuse me. I want to most likely see that shit. Anyway, back to the game. Hold up. Oh. Yeah, I may possibly play episode 3. You cool with that, Giga? And you can just sub and, like, I can stream episode 4 later today or whenever. I'm just, like, saying, you know.
AJ, do you still have your knife?
Yeah, they didn't find it. Only the big one.
Good. I need you to slide it over to me.
Excuse me. Hold on, I'm gonna possibly call my friend for a bit, if y'all cool with that chat. I mean, might as well. I mean, possibly once a while I can call my homies on while I'm streaming. Just skip to the part where I'm not necessarily AFK. If you're all on here, you all could be patient, you know. It's not gonna be that long, it just depends most likely. Let me collect this real quick. But anyway, chat, I'm gonna be in the call my homie, And then you can mention about what I was referring to about season 5 and all that shit, if when you get a chance. But shit, I could be AFK. It's my channel, but shit, Giga doesn't necessarily care. He's like, as long as he plays afterwards and not necessarily just end the stream after he's done being AFK, you know. But hopefully I don't have any internet issues where it just ended like that. But which obviously it wouldn't necessarily. But I'm just saying, sometimes it's like that, you know. Alright, chat, I'm back. I'll possibly just complete this episode, play episode 4 later today or whenever. My bad, I was talking to my homie about certain shit, you know. Actually, you know what? I'll possibly beat this episode later. And I'm sure the one who just subbed to me will understand, you know. Giga, hope you understand, bro. Don't unsub. Brother, I'll beat this game. That is a promise. I'll possibly play 12 minutes or whatever, and I'll beat both episodes 3 and 4 tomorrow. Well, definitely episode 3 later today, because I'm quite almost done, you know. But anyway, chat, I'm going to end it right here. If you want to see more of me playing The Walking Dead Season 4, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm going to have to possibly end it right here. Take it easy, chat.